Many people dream of buying a house in the Netherlands, whether they're Dutch or expats. It's an amazing opportunity to own your own home. Having your own cozy corner and feeling gezellig is wonderful, but it can be also scary, especially if you're new to the country. Hey everyone, my name is Dmitry. My wife and I recently decided to buy a house in the Netherlands, and in this video and one more to come, I want to show you through the whole process from beginning to the end, up until we get a keys to our new home. I hope this will make the whole process less daunting for you and save you from having to watch these long and boring webinars on YouTube. Since I'm still in the middle of the process, this video will be first part. In this video, I want to cover 4 things. How I picked the city by analyzing the market, the cost involved and who I hired to help us search and make the purchase, our process for looking at houses, and the current stage I'm at and what's coming next. I started the whole process by analyzing the housing market to determine whether it made sense to buy a house or just continue renting. I began by researching a few places. The Dutch Statistics Center, where you can find the historical prices of the Dutch housing by cities, Funda.nl, the best place to search for a house in the Netherlands, and a few other websites that allow you to see the average price by the cities and different neighborhoods. I will link all of the resources in the description below. There are hundreds of videos and articles online about the debate buying versus renting, but I couldn't find the one related to the Netherlands with numbers. Eventually I found a spreadsheet on Reddit that some guy made. I modified it to fit my specific needs and run some calculations. In the end, I realized that buying a house and financing it with a mortgage made total sense with my budget in mind. Over a period of 5 to 10 years, the benefits of purchasing will greatly overweight the cost of renting in financial terms. Plus, living conditions will also improve as a rented apartment will be replaced with a house. Gosh, this apartment is so small. There is of course flexibility that comes with renting, but we decided to stay in the Netherlands for at least next 5 years, so the answer was quite obvious, and we decided to start the process. Because we work fully remotely, the first thing to do was to choose the city. Most people choose a location close to work or family, but we had no attachments here, so we were free to select any place in the country. Over the last several months, we visited many cities around Netherlands specifically to look at the residential areas on Funda. Funda has a cool feature that allows you to see the houses for sale around your location on the map. We also used Walter Living a lot, which lets you to see the average price in a specific city or a neighborhood. We considered all of these cities as a potential place to move. The Hague, Rotterdam, Utrecht, Leiden, Delft, Breda, Amersfoort, Almere, Apeldoorn, Arnhem and Nijmegen, but eventually we picked Zwolle. We fell in love with this town, and the housing prices there are still quite low compared to the cities closer to the Randstad area or the largest cities in the Netherlands. The best thing about the city are its amazing and historical city center and its vibrancy with many things going on, especially given its size for just 100,000 people. Plus we love the area around the city, with a lot of greenery and forests. The train station in Zwolle is also quite good, and you can go almost anywhere from there. When it comes to searching for a house, it's important to keep your finances in mind and consider to hiring a real estate agent. They can help you with the whole searching process and provide valuable tips about the area and the house itself. Funda has a great list of agencies with ratings and reviews for each specific city. Keep in mind that agent can show you any house except the ones that are listed via their agency, because it will be conflict of interest and it's not allowed by law. If you decided to buy a house from the same agency, you will have to hire another agent. The cost of the agent can vary a lot, but typically it's 1% of the house purchase price or 2,000 to 3,000 euros as a flat fee. To check your finances, you can use many calculators online. They're almost basically the same, but I highly recommend hiring a mortgage advisor. They can assess your personal situation and provide the advice on the possibilities available to you. Additionally, there will be the ones who apply to your mortgage, explain all the documents to you and answer any questions you have. A mortgage advisor usually costs around 3,000 euro and they not vary a lot in the price. You can compare different advisors online, but I recommend using hypothekshop.nl, which one of the largest company in the country, and we use them as well. Also, I heard a lot of good things about expatmortgages.nl. It's also a great option because they specialize in expat mortgages. After you hired both, it's actually the time to start the process. At first, we look at the houses ourselves by participating in an open house day. This event happens a few times per year, where you can visit thousands of homes without an appointment and view them. It's a great way to start learning about what you want and what to look for. Later, we looked at around 5 or 6 houses with our agent in Zwolle, and after a few days of thinking, we picked the one we wanted. The best advice I can give you about searching for a house is to trust your gut feeling. You have to find the place where you feel at home. If something feels wrong, move on to the next place. The area is also quite crucial, as you can change many things inside the house, but you can't change the area where you live. So take your time and walk around the area as much as possible to get a feel for it. Don't worry too much about technical issues of the house, because you can always hire a technical inspector, and I highly recommend doing so. They can give you a detailed review of the house, highlight any existing issue that needs immediate attention, and also advise you on what needs to be fixed later. Now back to our example. What we loved most about the house we picked: the location in a gorgeous area, including the street where house is standing. The area is developing and has many new builds planned. It's only 15 minutes by bike from the main station. The house has a huge living room, which we wanted. It's modern and was built in 2009, so we won't face many challenges as a first-time homeowners. The house doesn't have a large garden by Dutch standards, which means there are less competition and bidding over the asking price. After selecting the house, our agent took care of everything we need to do to purchase the house. We also hired a technical inspector who thoroughly checked the house and sent us a really detailed report about its condition. Luckily, because the house was quite new, there were no major issues to be concerned about. The technical inspector fee was 350 euro. Then we went back to our mortgage advisor and informed him about our decision. He guided us through the whole documentation process and he's helping us to apply for a mortgage. Currently, we already signed the purchase papers and we're waiting for mortgage approval from the bank. If everything will go according to the plan, we will move to our new house already in less than 2 months. We already have a date of key exchanging. I will be back with another video soon, hopefully already from our new home, to share the remaining details with you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. And here will be the next video once I publish it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. See you in the next one. Bye bye.